Today, I am reviewing my favorite 2010 games, Geometry Dash and Undertale. Geometry Dash background footage was filmed by me. Geometry Dash is a fun little game where you're a cube and you bounce around and... Wait. Oh, I read that wrong. I meant it's a very, very hard little game. There are so many levels, and I haven't even beaten a hard demon. Yeah, it's annoying. So I really have to get better. But the game is overall really fun, and I developed a love for it. I've played it many times, currently trying to beat a hard demon, and yeah. I'll just say what journey you really go through. You start with Stereo Madness, and you work your way up to beat levels. After beating Stereo Madness, you realize that beating Stereo Madness isn't actually that impressive. So you go to beat Back on Track. After you beat Back on Track, you beat Polargeist. You don't really become decent until you beat Jumper. When you beat Jumper, you feel good, because you've gotten pretty used to all the mechanics so far. Since there's nothing introduced, that's all you can really do, right? Wrong! Well, more stuff ends up being introduced later in Time Machine. In Time Machine, the new update came out and there was the mirror portal. It seems confusing, but just like Dryout in its upside down portal, you get used to it over time. After Time Machine, you get to Cycles, which has a whole new game mode. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, after you keep beating and beating until when you get to Club Step, you have to beat a demon to move on. Most people usually go to beat the Nightmare as their first demon, somewhere in between as I was talking. So, this is probably not going to be your first demon. You're going to do many more levels. There's usually not really a big track. I ended up beating Blast Processing before I beat Clutterfunk. Yes, I know, kind of dumb. Yeah, so the whole point of the game is to just do your best, I guess. Okay, there's not too much to say about Geometry Dash since you don't have a specific path, but for Undertale, you do. In Undertale, you're a human that fell into the underground. Your goal is to escape. You either could do pacifist, genocide, or neutral. Or true pacifist if you're cool. So for the main route /neutral/pacifist, because they're pretty similar, you fall into the underground and meet Toriel and Flowey. Flowey tries to kill you, but Toriel saves you. Toriel leaves you alone, saying she needs the shop, and you make your way through it, even though you're supposed to wait. You can wait to get an Easter egg, but we're not talking about that. You'll go through fighting monsters and gaining some level. This is, by the way, neutral, not genocide. And once you get to Toriel's home, you'll fight her at the basement and leave the ruins where you fell into. After you are in the ruins, you go to Snowdin and meet Sans and Papyrus. At the end of Snowdin, you have to fight Papyrus, and you could either spare him or kill him, like Toriel. After Papyrus, you have Waterfall, a nice little area. Yeah, I haven't explained the mini-bosses, but I don't need to, do I? Fine. So the mini-bosses are little bosses in the middle of doing the thing, which is in the middle of doing the thing. I really should explain this better. Yeah, in Ruins, you have Napstablook. In Snowdin, you have the Greater Dog, which I usually forget about a lot. Wow. That's pretty humiliating. Yeah, and in Waterfall, you have the Mad Dummy. Mad Dummy. Mad Dummy. So, after you beat the Mad Dummy, you do a bit more stuff. You might even visit the Temp Village. So, you'll have fun, but you'll have to face Undyne with using the green heart. Well, I forgot to explain that every single boss uses a different heart. For a bit. Toriel uses the red heart. Papyrus uses the blue heart. And can you guess what Undyne uses? What color? The green heart. Cool color. Nice. Then you get to Hotland and the core. There's not really a boss for Hotland, but the mini boss is basically Muffets. But some people say the mini boss is Royal Guards 1 and 2. I choose both. And after beating Muffet, you'll go into the core. Pass by a hotel. Yeah. Alphys and Mettaton are the main ones. Alphys, you don't fight, but Mettaton, you fight at the end of the core. He turns into Mettaton EX, and it's a pretty fun battle. After that, you go through New Home, learn the lore, and then fight Asgore, and then Omega Flowey. Normal pacifist and neutral are the same, but genocide gets a little different. Toriel's one-shotted because you've killed everybody. Since you killed everybody. In Snowdin, same as Papyrus, you'll just automatically die. Wow. Sand starts disappearing from his little places, and that might make you wonder. In Waterfall, Undyne turns into Undyne the Undying, and it's a really hard fight. In Core, Mettaton turns into Mettaton Neo, which seems like it's going to be a hard fight, but, he has 0 defense. Oof. That's pretty sad, Mettaton. So, after that, you have to fight Sans in the last corridor where he judges you, and he technically judges you, but kills you. Fun. So, after that, you'll have to keep going, and Asgore and Omega Flowey are free. You don't have to do them. Yeah, Sans is the last fight. There's only really 2 real fights, but Undyne the Undying and Sans are really hard boss fights. In True Pacifist, you'll go back from Pacifist to maybe heal, and you'll get a call from Undyne to meet in front of Papyrus's house. You'll go there, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff happens. I mean, okay, skip to sometime. I don't know. I'm not telling you. So you'll skip ahead if you don't want any spoilers for True Pacifist, which is the main canon route. You'll go to Undyne's, deliver a package for Alphys, which is a love letter, but Alphys thinks it's from you since you delivered it. And then you go on a date with Alphys. By the way, in Pacifist, you can go on a date with Papyrus and Undyne, which is pretty funny. I like doing it. It's fun. And after doing that with Alphys, Undyne and Alphys will realize their love for each other and stuff. Blah 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 blah. Who cares? After that, you're gonna do True Lab. You're gonna have to go back and do True Lab, have fun, beat Azrael, and then beat the game. With credits, and special thanks is really fun. I hope you liked this video. It was fun to make. Yeah. See ya.